Alright, hey YouTube, what's up? Hope you're doing well. So I have a few updates. So I started school, that was a week ago, last Monday. And I didn't have to tell my name, I only told one teacher I was trans. My other three classes, they're really big lectures, they're like class of 160, so I didn't need to tell any other teachers about that because they're not going to be calling roll or anything. But I told my Spanish teacher because our class is like 30 people and she calls out attendance. So the first day she actually didn't call attendance, but whenever I'm in a Spanish class, like the first day of school, they always ask you, what'd you do this summer? And so I told her about my trip, how I went to Costa Rica and Nicaragua for pre-med. And so, yeah, I was the first student to talk about that, my summer. And then the teacher went off and asked other students how their summers were and stuff. And then she went back and said, oh yeah, and she, pointing at me, calling me she, and I was like, oh, hopefully not too many kids noticed that, I don't know. And then she was like, oh, I'm going to have to talk to you after class because I'm actually doing a paper on the kind of trip you went on. So I was like, okay. I had talked to her after class anyway about this trans thing. So class ended and I went up to her and, she wanted to ask me about my trip, and so I talked to her about that. And then she had to walk over to her office, I guess, so I started walking with her and we were still talking about it. And then I was like, oh yeah, before you go, I have to tell you something else, but I was wondering if you could do it privately. So we just walked over to the side of the hallway and I told her, yeah, my name's Chris. I don't go by, my birth name, just Chris, and I go by male pronouns, so he, his, him, and because I'm transgendered. So, and she was like, yeah, I kind of figured that out because, it said Kristen on the roster, but when your partner introduced you, we had these partners and we had to introduce each other to the class, and she noticed that the girl called me Chris, and because of the way I look and everything, she just kind of figured it out, I guess, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised she even thought about that. I don't know. Most people would just think lesbian, But, so she was really cool about it. She was like, yeah, I'm glad you told me. Okay, that's good. So, that was a relief. It's also always good to get responses like that, And plus, she's a really good teacher. She's really nice. She's so sweet, and not to mention, she is beautiful. Just saying. And then the next class, I came in, and the teacher walked in. She was like, "Hey, Chris, how was your weekend?" And I was shocked. It was really cool, that she came up and talked to me, and I was like, "Yeah, it was good. It was all right." And she said, "Yeah, I talked to my husband, and he said that he remembers you from his class." I was in her husband's class for Spanish my first semester at school, and she said that, yeah, he said Chris is a really good student. He's gonna do well in your class, so watch out for that. And I was like, that was really cool that he remembered me, and I thought I was good at Spanish, so that's awesome. But I was like, yeah, now I'm gonna have to live up to that. So hopefully I can do that. Gotta study more. Yeah, so that was pretty damn cool. What else? Besides that, some of my classes I'm just kind of nervous. Not nervous. A little anxious and awkward maybe, because I'm in class and I'm wondering, are these people gonna think I'm male or female? Are they gonna call me he or she? And it's kind of obnoxious because I'm always thinking about that. Today I was in my microbiology class and I couldn't pay attention to the teacher very much because I was just thinking about people next to me, my shorts. I don't have I have regular guy shorts, but the one I'm wearing today, they're not too long. So when I sit down, it's kind of like above my knees. Because you see, like, I don't know, when I sit down, it's like this. So, I don't know, I felt like people were going to look at my legs and not see hair and go, oh, that's a girl. Or, you know, why does the guy shave his legs? What the hell? So, I don't know. I just have like general anxiety right now about how people are going to perceive me and if I'm going to be outed and stuff like that. It's kind of nerve-wracking. But I went to the therapist at school today for like a first, like not an actual therapy session, but to just talk to them about what's going on and what I should do about therapy, you know, counseling. And he basically said like people here at school aren't going to be very good with, you know, they're not as experienced with transgender stuff, and that they might be temporary like counselors there, so it'd be better if I had someone more permanent, which I totally agree with, because you know I saw 3 different psychologists in the past 3 months, and it's just obnoxious to get passed on from one person to the next. So I already made my appointment for Wednesday, where I'm going to this guy who's about 30 minutes from school, and he specializes in transgendered issues. And 2 of my friends already go to him, so I know he's good. So I thought that'd be, you know, that's a good thing for me to do. Although it's gonna suck because I have to drive over there before class on Wednesday at like 8 a.m. I gotta go over there and then have a therapy session, and then I gotta drive back and go to class and everything. I have to pay for gas and copay for every appointment, which is not that big of a deal, but you know, more out of my pocket kind of stinks.